people? Welcome back to this YouTube thingy.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
This is a little story time that I don't know how to make this, like, I don't know how to like name it. But what basically just happened was the first time story time that my mom's car broke down and we had to stay in that same place for like 20 hours. Like,
Yo, it was legit a long time.
Like a long time. How it all started. We was gonna get a dog.
Yeah.
I was gonna get a dog.
Yeah. And I was there.
Yeah, and then we had. Well, let me just rephrase this. So we was at school. We was at different schools in that time. So then I had a field trip, and then after school I went with her. I feel like the door almost opened, but I felt like I went to pick her up, and then we went to a state to go get the dog. My mom's car, that typical type of car that always have a breakdown, like broke down. It was that car that always had a broke down, right? We don't have that car anymore, but I'm not gonna say what car it was, but I'm gonna just let you know it was a car. So me and Imani, of course, was in the back seat. My mom was in the front, and then she was driving. Everything went peacefully fine. But bad news was we was 2 hours away of where we wanted to go, so that was like, basically like not good.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been better if it was close, so we could just walk there, right?
Yeah.
So then this is what basically happened. Let's say there's a highway right here, and you know like how there's like a parking spot a little bit, like a line.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, let's say there's a big highway, and there's a line right there, like a white line. And then that's where, like, if your car broke down or you get pulled over by the police, you, like, parked right there in the side of the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the side of the highway. My mom swerved to the side of the highway, remember?
Yeah.
Slowly, but, like, not, like, just, like, fast. And she stopped it right away. I said, what's going on? And I was about to go sleep, because, like, it was, like almost, like, a 3-hour drive. She said the car broke down. That's
on
when
the freaking highway.
On the highway.
On the highway, the car broke down.
The car broke down on the highway. This happened in 2000. Don't say it. 2016. Yeah, 2016. When we almost, if it stopped in the middle of the highway, we could have died. Cause the cars would have hit us and everything.
Oh yeah, cause it would like.
We could have died.
Like, it would like, this is another car. This is our car. It would have been like we were driving and then it stopped and then this cars keep going and it just goes.
Yeah, so like we would have died. Thank God my mom pulled over and then everything was okay. Problem was, like I said, we was 2 hours away, unfortunately. If we was like 10 minutes away, then it would have been no problem. Like, we could have just walked.
Yeah. And then we called the tow truck. And then, look, no, you're skipping a part.
No. So, we tried to, like, check if, like, my mom tried to check the front of the car.
Uh-huh.
And then this is what happened. We stopped at, what's Dazen? The hotel Dazen?
Uh-huh.
Dazen. Dazen is, like a little mini hotel,
No,
right?
but we called before we went there.
Alright, so we called the
car.
tow truck, right? We basically called like 5 tow trucks, but this is what the first one did. The first one was like, okay, where you at?
And we were like, we
don't know. All we know is we see houses. We're at a factory and stuff. And it was like, do you know like the number of the highway? And it was like a sign right there, so we told the highway. And then he was like, I'm sorry, I can't go over there that far. And I'm like, okay, that's like crazy. And then my mom, like, she don't like speak a lot of English, so we had to like translate it. Then we called the next one. The next one was finally a Spanish, and was like okay, but I can't do nothing about it because it was in the highway, and that's gonna be like hard and stuff. And then we went to the hotel.
Yeah, we went to.
We parked at the hotel, and then there was like what's that thing called where you buy snacks?
A vending machine?
A vending machine. We was hungry, right? So we went in the vending machine, got it. We was really thinking about, it was on a school night, by the way. We was thinking about staying at the hotel. But her mom will go
chaotic.
She'll be like, okay, do you want me to pick you up? Like, yeah, she'll be like that. So then that's why we wasn't going to stay there. But we was in that one moment, we was thinking about staying at the hotel. But then again, it was at a school night, so you know, school.
And that whole time, we waited for 2 hours.
We waited
called
for
the
2 hours.
Tow truck, and they didn't come.
They did not come at all. Third tow truck that we called, it was Spanish too. But one thing was, we had to wait for a Spanish person for like 10 or 20 minutes on the phone. Like I would say, please hold, something like that. So we was just really mad, really mad, and we hung up. And then me and you. Alright, this is when the clowns showed up, like they didn't show up, but like this is when like they was talking about the clowns and stuff.
Yeah, like the
they was
clowns
killing
is a
people.
big thing.
Yeah, when it was like a big thing in 2016. There was like a woods behind Dazen, and it was like one of them like the fields with the houses and the farms. We always thought that we will see a clown.
Yeah, because we were paranoid as frick.
We were paranoid so bad. When the clowns like came in, when the clowns like showed up like in the whole thing. So basically what I'm trying to say was we was paranoid. So yeah, I finally, we called the fourth one, we called it again, and then finally answered straight fast. And then we said that can
you send a tow truck?
Can you send a tow truck? But when my mom found out the price, she said, "Oh, never mind. No." And she hung up the phone. She called my dad, but unfortunately, my dad was in Florida.
I remember
That state that we was at was nowhere near Florida at all.
Nope.
You might have to take like an airplane or something.
Yeah.
So we was just like paranoid. My mom was like really stressed at everything. We was just like, we're not doing this at all, yo. No, like down, like, see. Okay, this is what happened. So, how this happened? So basically, wait, what?
We found out the price. We called her dad. That he wasn't able to come. Then my mom called me and she was freaking out. She was like, "Mommy, do you want to come? Like, do you want me to come?" And I was like, "No, it's okay. We'll find a way."
But yeah, we'll find a way and everything. No, you called your dad first because your mom was at work, and then he told your mom, and then your mom texted you.
Yeah.
And then yeah, she was like, "Do you want to pick us up?" We could have said yes, but no. We was like, "No, we got this."
Yeah.
And then there was like a storm coming.
Oh yeah.
There was a storm coming. So we was like, okay, this is not what we about to do. And then it was like raining a lot. So we stayed inside the Dazen, like the lobby. And then it stopped raining finally. And then we was just like, okay, so what we gonna do now? So then my mom was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm gonna just try to drive home. And if anything else happens, we're just gonna call the police. That's what we was about to do. So then we drove ahead. And then we finally went home after 2 hours. And then it was raining hard.
Yeah, in the car, we had to like stop at like the weirdest places and just like make sure that the
we had to make sure like the gear, like I think that's called gear, right?
Yeah.
Like it's okay in place, and we had to like park a lot.
We would drive like 10 minutes and then we'll stop, and then 10 minutes and then stop. That's why it took us like 4 hours to.
Yeah, it took like almost 4 hours for us to get home, my house.
And we didn't even get the dog.
We didn't get the dog at all. We didn't. We was like, nah, we not doing this.
Oh.
But then finally, like a few weeks after, I got the dog, and unfortunately, I don't have the dog anymore. So yeah, that was my recent dog that I had, and till then, I don't have no pets. Okay, guys, so that is it for this story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed. I'm taking over this channel.
All right, but
bye.